was propped open by a teacher.
The DPS now says that teacher did close the door, but that it didn't lock. She has now hired a lawyer to refute the original statement from Director McCraw. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
More funerals for the 21 victims will be held today. Agatha making history as the strongest hurricane ever recorded in the month of May, slamming into southern Mexico.
Clearing mud one shovel at a time in places like Mazunte. Tina Dufoy is a Canadian living there.
It was very strong and very scary. And also we had to work the whole time to keep the house together. So it felt like a lot of work and stressful.
Rivers in the region overflowed their banks and swept away people and homes, while others were buried under mud and rocks.
That's ABC's Tom Rivers at the Foreign Desk. President Biden sits down today with baby formula manufacturers, trying to figure out how to get more ways to get their products on store shelves. Opening statements today in a new sex abuse case against Bill Cosby.
11 months after his release from prison, Bill Cosby is again a defendant in a sexual assault proceeding. It's a civil case in Los Angeles. A woman who was 16 in 1975 asserts Cosby assaulted her at the Playboy Mansion. Cosby's lawyers say she was not a minor and no assault took place. Cosby will not attend or testify. Richard Cantu, ABC News.
One full day of deliberations, no verdict yet in the Johnny Depp-Amber Heard defamation trial. You're listening to ABC News.
Hey, Mike, what are you doing way up on that ladder? You're going to hurt yourself.
Oh, I'm trying to unclog these gutters.
That's smart. I had water damage from my gutters last year. It cost me $10,000.
Wait, $10,000?
Yeah, and from over here, it looks like water's been pouring over your clogged gutters, and it's probably doing real damage to your foundation. You need to do what I did. Get off the ladder and call Leaf Filter.
Yeah, but I need to get these gutters flowing now.
That's why you need to call Leaf Filter. They'll clean and realign your gutters and install their exclusive micro mesh screen system so nothing gets in your gutters except water.
So Leaf Filter protects my house from damage and means no more gutter cleaning for me?
Bingo! Plus, Leaf Filter has an industry-leading lifetime warranty, so your gutters are covered for life.
Thanks, Frank. I'm calling Leaf Filter today.
Don't go another day with your home unprotected. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com for your free gutter inspection. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com right now for an extra 15% savings. Call 1-844-300-LEAF or go to tryleaffilter.com. That's 1-844-300-LEAF.
The Biden administration now says it'll be sending high-tech, medium-range missiles to Ukraine to help in the fight against the Russians. The eastern Donbass region, now the focus of the war. ABC News foreign correspondent Tom Sufi-Burridge says Russian troops keep on advancing.
What they've done in recent days is really progressed in Luhansk, and they now pretty much control the whole of the region, bar a tiny bit of this crucial hub city called Severodonetsk, which is one side of a river, and it was the Ukrainians' effective capital in Luhansk over the last 8 years, and the Ukrainians seem to be losing control of it.
The missiles are part of a $700 million package of military aid that's headed to Ukraine. Trappers in Florida have captured an alligator they think killed a 47-year-old man this week. The victim's body found in Taylor Lake in Largo, Florida. Paul DeMeo lives nearby and says he sees people in the water all the time, despite warnings about gators.
Go in the waters, they swim, and a gator's a gator. It's not your friend.
Officials think the victim was attacked when he went into the water looking for a frisbee. And the captain of an ITA Airlines plane fired for falling asleep. Investigators now say he dozed off in the cockpit while his first officer was on an official sleep break during a flight from New York to Rome in April. Air traffic controllers lost contact with the plane for about 10 minutes, raising worries about possible terrorism. It was just sleep. This is ABC News.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SIMPLE for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime. That's code SIMPLE for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
It's the time of year to come to NC Tractor for the selection of Massey Ferguson tractors and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. NC Tractor gives fantastic customer service, the best discounts possible, and it's a locally owned business. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue is helping to make outdoor work more enjoyable. Should you have something that you can be proud of for a long time? Massey Ferguson and Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Come look them over. 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherfordton. That phone number is 288-0395.
Good morning. A bright, sunny, but hot day in the forecast with high temperatures ranging from 93 to 98 degrees this afternoon. Certainly feeling more like July than the first day of June. Tonight, mostly clear. Low temperatures dip into the upper 60s to lower 70s. Heating back up tomorrow, partly cloudy with highs ranging from 92 to 97 degrees and a small chance of an isolated storm. I'm meteorologist Kat Campbell in the Weather Center.
Let me ask you to check on your elderly neighbor, if you will. Make sure they have plenty of air circulating in the house with this hot weather. Sometimes they don't think about how hot it is if they don't have an air conditioner. So please check on them. Give them a little fan maybe. I'll cool them down somewhat. But right now it is 64 degrees and warming up here locally to around 95 for a daytime high, dropping back tonight to 68 in this first day of June. Happy June, everybody. Now I have these death announcements. Joyce Smith, age 57, of Forest City, passed away Sunday, May 29th, at her residence. A graveside service will be conducted at 2 o'clock Thursday, June 2nd, at the Cliffside Cemetery. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with those arrangements for Joyce Smith. Captain O.A. Fish, Jr., age 88, of Bostic, died Sunday at Hospice House in Forest City. The funeral service will be held today at Father's Vineyard. The family will receive friends from 12:30 until 1:45 prior to the service at the church, and burial will follow in the Salem United Methodist Church Cemetery with military honors accorded by the Rutherford County Honor Guard. The Pageant and King Mortuary is in charge of the arrangements for Captain O.A. Fish, Jr. Margie Richards Geddes, 84, of Ellenboro, died Monday. A private burial will be conducted at Mount Olivet Baptist Church Cemetery. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Services in charge of those arrangements for Margie Richards Geddes. Sally Jo Jordan died May 27th at the age of 78. All obituaries are incomplete at this time, and Mike Mahan's funeral home serving the family of Sally Jo Jordan. Billy Jack Bradley, 45, of Forest City, passed away Saturday at his mother's home. Those arrangements incomplete and will be rendered to us by Harrelson Funeral Home for Billy Jack Bradley. Tony Oliver, age 56, of Cove Road, passed away Wednesday, May 25th, while being cared for at Hospice of the Carolina Foothills. A family-directed memorial service will be held 3 o'clock Wednesday, June 1st, today at Saving Grace Church located on Withrow Road in Spindale. Family will receive friends from 2 until 3 o'clock. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Tony Oliver. Charles E. Chuck Sane, age 89, of Mooresboro, passed away Saturday, May 28th at Hospice of the Carolina Foothills. The funeral service will be conducted at 3 o'clock Tuesday, June 7th at the Harrelson Funeral Chapel. Burial will follow in Eternal Hills Memorial Park. The family will receive friends from 1 until 3 prior to the services at Harrelson Funeral Home. Harrelson Funeral and Cremation Services entrusted with the arrangements for Charles E. Chuck Sane of Mooresboro. Those are the death announcements we have in-house this morning. For the complete information on these and others as they become available to us, be sure to tune in this morning at 11:35. And again this afternoon at 5:10 as part of the afternoon Call Around the County newscast. We'll have the complete information as it becomes available to us. You got it locked in at the right place. Staying tuned now for Chronicles of the Old West coming up here in just a few moments. Also the Bill O'Reilly Morning Update, and then we'll get to the phones and make our calls around the county just to find out what's been going on. We'll get it firsthand from those who know. Braves tonight against the Rockies. This afternoon game. We'll have that game this afternoon about 3 o'clock.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, AMAC is the leading conservative advocacy and benefits organization. AMAC gives you access to exclusive benefits, insightful news, and a magazine full of uncensored content. They are pushing back against efforts to defund the police, weaken the borders, and corrupt our youth. But they need your help. please stand with AMAC at amac.us. That's amac.us. On this Wednesday, as you may know, I am just back from 7 days in California. Now, back in the 1960s, when the mamas and the papas were California dreaming, things were different out there. The state was considered by many to be safe and warm. Ronald Reagan was the political power. Johnny Carson provided late-night laughs from Burbank. Obviously, things have changed. First off, most working people have very little money. Titanic housing costs and taxes take most of it. And don't even ask about gas prices. So California Mellow has morphed into passive-aggressive displays. You see it everywhere. The folks understand their fate. You'll survive, but not prosper. That creates seething resentment and rabid entitlement. You owe me, where's mine? For example, California bicycle Nazis are everywhere, and they're not hugging the sides of streets. They own the streets. No pullover strategy at all. They are disciples of climate change, and you driving your Tahoe are evil. I call them the third bike. Historical reference. Nevertheless, California nature is stunning, even though there's no water. They give you a thimble in restaurants because H2O is running out. All in all, I had a good time in California. The surf is still up out there occasionally, but the tide is definitely going out. Back after this. Many timeshare owners are very upset because their yearly dues have nearly doubled. Well, Lone Star will guarantee the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and in a specific time frame. With their A+ rating at the Better Business Bureau, clients know that Lone Star Transfer is a company you can trust. For a free consultation, please go to LoneStarTransfer.com or call 855-551-7066. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Good morning. Good morning.
When you want your ad dollars to reach the masses, call the sales team at WCAB. Call Tracy or Jim, 828-287-3356, 100.9 FM and 590 AM.
On June 5, 1883, Wyatt Earp, Bat Masterson, and some other noted gunmen arrived in Dodge City, Kansas, just to, according to them, visit some friends. But there was more to it than just a friendly visit. A couple of years earlier, a 5-foot 5-inch dapper dressing gambler by the name of Luke Short had come to Dodge City, and along with a partner had bought the Long Branch Saloon. It quickly became the most popular and profitable saloon in town. A new reform mayor was elected on a platform that included cleaning the town of soiled doves. The end of April of 1883, 3 of the Long Branch's women singers were arrested for soliciting. Since local politicians, including the mayor, owned some of the other saloons and none of their singers were arrested, Luke protested. An encounter with the city clerk ended up in a gunfight. Although no one was hurt, the outsider Luke Short had sealed his fate in Dodge City. He was arrested, escorted to the train station, and told he could either board the next eastbound or westbound train, but he was to stay out of Dodge permanently. Luke headed to Topeka, where he complained to the governor and anyone who would listen to his story. The governor agreed that if Luke had broken a law, he should have been tried, not run out of town, and wired the mayor to that effect. The mayor wired back if Luke returned, he could not assure his safety. A standoff? Not really, because as we shall see the next time we're together, a big stick and soft speaking solved the problem. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Jesse James Railroad Express has added 2 new sandwiches to their menu. Try the all-new crispy chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise, or the crispy deluxe with lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, bacon, and cheese. Enjoy a refreshing milkshake or a hand-dipped ice cream cone. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. Closed Wednesday and Sunday. Jesse James Railroad Express, 531 Railroad Avenue in Rutherford. Call 828-447-4644. Mondays only, hot dog with mustard, chili, and onions for only $1.24 each. All aboard the Jesse James Railroad Express.
Congratulations to Jesse James Railroad Express, voted 2021 Best of Rutherford County hot dogs and hamburgers 5 years in a row.
Now it's 16 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock on this first day of June, Wednesday morning. Let's go to the phones now to find out what's been going on. And on the phone to give me all the details is Officer King. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing today, Jim?
I'm doing good. Are you enjoying this hot weather?
No, not really. Fall's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, I can understand that. What's on the report today?
In the past 24 hours, Sheriff's Department has responded to 167 calls for service. There were 13 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 206 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, a Julie Revis from Emory Avenue in Forest City reported assault on a female. Manly Dakin from US 221 South Highway in Rutherford reported attempted larceny. The Dollar General in Cliffside reported breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. Joshua Haynes from Old US 74 Highway in Ballstick reported a breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. Virginia Bennett from Oak Grove Church Road in Ellenboro reported a felony larceny. And a Marcus Mormon from Tumble Rock Drive in Spartanburg reported obtaining property by false pretense that occurred on Raleigh Drive in Lake Lure. On our arrest reports, Shannon Martin from Mountain View Street in Forest City was arrested and charged with assault on a female, received a domestic violence hold. William Green from Jackson Road in Grover, North Carolina, was served with a child support warrant. Seth Green from Leonard Lane in Ellenboro was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Billy Stevenson from Gilboa Church Road in Rutherford was served with 2 counts of misdemeanor probation violation, received a $4,000 secured bond. Jesse Terry from East Main Street in Spindale was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Christina Jackson from Ann Street in Rutherford was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a $250 secured bond. Jeffrey Wright from Good Road in Mooresboro was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. Billy Coffey from Piney Ridge Road was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Sunshine Airwood from Harris Henrietta Road in Mooresboro was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 unsecured bond. Jerry Davis from Daisy Lane in Ballstick was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Robert Smith from Tobias Court in Rutherford was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. And a David Anderson from Hillbrook Drive in Ballstick was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a $500 secured bond. That's all we have for today.
All right. Officer King, we do appreciate you filling us in on what's been happening, and you be safe out there on the road today, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jim. You have a good one.
All right, bye.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush. Brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
Here's Kylie now with the report from 911 Communications. Good morning, Kylie.
Good morning.
What's on your report today?
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 communications has processed 450 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 54 for EMS, 167 for the Sheriff's Office, 112 for Far City, 5 for Lake Lure, 53 for Rutherfordton, 48 for Spindale. Ballstick responded to a miscellaneous fire. Cherry Mountain responded to a residential fire alarm. Far City responded to a residential fire alarm as well as a motor vehicle accident and a vehicle fire. Lake Lure responded to a residential fire alarm. Spindale responded to a fire alarm and a motor vehicle accident. A&E and Mills responded to a brush fire, and that's all we've had.
Thanks, Kylie. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City. Shiloh, Danieltown, Oakland community is our next stop. That's the SDO Fire District, and Ruby Taylor is the reporter. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on the report from SDO?
Well, they didn't have any calls, and on my birthday calendar, the first day of June, is Eva Sis, Beverly Black, Kelly Fain, and Tomar Husky having birthdays today, and hope these people have a nice day, and the signs are in the breast today, tomorrow. And that's all I got, Jim.
Thanks very much, Ruby. Enjoy your day.
You too, and bye-bye.
Bye.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
Now we're going up to Fairfield Mountains Fire District, up on top of the hill up there. And Gary Wilson is reporting to us from there this morning at 23 minutes after 7. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. How you doing?
I'm well. Did you sleep well last night?
I slept like a log last night.
Yeah.
I think the older I get, the better I sleep.
Well, that's good.
That's not a good night's sleep, a good nap.
That's exactly right. That good nap's got to come in there, too.
Oh, yeah, you got to have that nap every day now. I used to laugh at my dad for taking a nap every day, and I'm doing the same thing he's doing now. So. But we've had a quiet night up here in the gorge overnight. No calls in the area, and good Memorial Day weekend. And I had a lot of people come in, and everything went pretty smoothly on that. It sounded like, and good crowd are coming, and hopefully a bigger crowd for the summer coming. Back to somewhat normal, whatever normal's going to be anymore. And we're sitting on about 62 right now, and clear sky. Got about 86 or 87 yesterday. Got a little warm yesterday. It's going to be about the same or maybe a little warmer today.
Yes.
It is getting close to summertime, so might as well get ready for it and enjoy it.
Might as well embrace it.
I think we're good to go up here, Jim.
All right, Gary, I appreciate you. Thank you, and you have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye. Gary Wilson reporting out of Fairfield Mountains. A little update on the man that was shot over on Cali Road. The man shot Friday morning, May 27th, was visiting an acquaintance when the homeowner fired through the door, thinking someone was attempting to break into the residence. The 41-year-old victim was struck in the abdomen with a single shot from a 9mm handgun. He managed to stumble from the residence to Cali Road, where he was first found laying, screaming for help. A neighbor ran to help and got him off the shoulder until the first responders arrived, according to Captain Jamie Keever, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. He was just coming to visit, and when he knocked on the door, the homeowner thought someone was breaking into the home, Keever said. After he was shot, she tried to render him aid to help him. Authorities are not releasing the names of the victim or the shooter at this time. The victim was taken to Spartanburg Regional Medical Center, where he was undergoing undergoing surgery. He remains in stable condition, according to Kiever. For now, investigators are under the assumption the shooting was accidental. But we've only gotten one side, he said. We haven't talked to the victim yet. He hasn't been able to speak, Kiever said. The victim and shooter knew one another. There's been no indication that the victim tried to open the door, only to knock around 9:30 a.m. Once investigators speak with the victim, they'll confer with the district attorney with their findings. It'll be the district attorney's decision whether to file charges against the shooter. The State Bureau of Investigation is assisting the sheriff's office with this case. And here's Devon Upton over in Boston. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. Enjoying this first day of June already.
I'm telling you, time's passing by, isn't it?
It really is.
Okay, up here in Boston this morning, we have a temperature of 65 degrees. It's very quiet over here. The fire department had no calls. Stop in at the drop-in Boston off of Boston Sunshine Road and check their deli out. And also they had some delicious meats in their meat department. Chase Ministries giving out food from 9 to 10:30 today. If you need anything, go by Chase Ministry. Don't forget the graduation at East Saturday at 8 o'clock. And we want to congratulate our graduates and hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Been a long time since I graduated. How about you?
Me too. Where'd you graduate at?
Gaffney High School.
Gaffney High School. I graduated RS.
RS? Okay, well, you're in Rutherford County, yeah. Well,
You have a good one.
I wish all the success in the world to these graduates.
Me too, because it's tough out there now.
They're facing challenges we never faced.
That's exactly right.
Well, you have a great day, Devern. Thanks for being with us, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, imagine, if you will, those of you who are good, have good health, be thankful for that. Those who have iffy, questionable health, imagine quality primary health care and urgent care service for you without all the hassles that's going through anymore. I told you, I went to my annual wellness check sometime a few weeks ago, and they asked me if I identified as a male. I said, what? So do you identify as a male? I said, well, yes, I do. But anyway, that's the kind of questions a medical profession has to ask right now. But you get quality primary health care if you'll check in with Brock Family Care. Family medicine the way it ought to be. No insurance to deal with, general primary medical care, chronic disease prevention and management, urgent care, medication management, and so much more. Brock Family Care is a membership-based model where patients pay their primary care provider directly through monthly or annual fees rather than paying through an insurance provider. Not accepting any forms of health insurance cuts out the hassles and allows for more personalized and affordable health care. It may be time to move into a plan like this for you and your family or your business. Call today and find out more. Get more information. Here's the number. Write it down, 828-382-7782. This is the way health care should be. Brock Family Care, 289 Shiloh Road, Forest City. Let's check in with Bob Hodge. He's over in the Hudlow Fire District now. Bob, good morning.
Well, good hump day morning.
Good, happy first day of June.
That's right. The first day of June here, so summertime's about here, ain't it?
Well, it sure feels like it.
If you feel yesterday, it felt like summertime, but oh, well, Jim, with the fire department's been pretty quiet up here. We made a couple of medical calls, and that's about it. Want to say happy birthday to Dennis Matheny. Oh, Dennis just like a gold bunny rabbit. He just keeps a hopping there.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I thought we just celebrated his birthday 2 weeks ago, but maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting older faster and faster.
That's right there. He just keep retiring and working and retiring and working there. So
yes, good man.
Well, Jim, that's about it up here. That sun's up bright this morning, and so get out, and if you're going to do anything, you better get out and do it early, because it's going to get hot by lunchtime, it looks like. So
drink a lot of water.
Well, that water will taste good, won't it?
Sure will.
Yeah.
Keep your body hydrated. All right, Bob, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and thanks for being with us, and I will check back in with you tomorrow.
All right.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
We are remembering the classic oldies
right here on WCAB Rutherfordton.
The best of both worlds now. AM 590 and 100.9 FM.
And we'll pick back up with the oldies at 9 o'clock at 9:05 this morning. So just lock it in to 100.9 FM, 590 AM. That's the spot to be. Now here's Sue Price from the Cherry Mountain Fire District. She has our news for us from that section of our county. Good morning.
Good morning, Jim.
You feeling okay?
It's a pretty morning over here. Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you are.
Yes, indeed.
Well, good. Looks like we're going to have a nice day.
I believe so.
And another hot one, though. Let's see. I think the fire department had one call for, I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, they had one call. Don't have anything on my church calendar or my personal calendar today. Fairview's got a birthday for Cheyenne Yelton, and I don't have First Broad's calendar yet, so not too many celebrating that I know of, but I hope anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, the Golden Valley Community Club's going to be having a blood drive, and that's June the 6th. 3 to 7 p.m. So if you're able to give blood, that's a good thing to do. And the Sunshine Church will be having their Memorial Day service Sunday at 11 a.m. No meal to follow. Their speaker is Steve Harmon. And Duncan's Creek Church will be having their memorial service Sunday at 11 a.m. And there will be a picnic lunch to follow the service. And so far, that's the only announcements I have. It's just quiet and calm over here looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one, Jim.
Thanks, Sue. You have a good one, too, and I'll check in with you tomorrow morning.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Well, retired Carpet Barn owner Ken McGinnis has come out of retirement to tend to the Rutherford County Farm Museum in Forest City. The museum is in downtown Forest City and will be open from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday for the immediate future. Admission is $5 for adults and free for children. And it's a great museum. I hope you'll spend some time visiting through there and reminisce of how it was when textiles were king right here. And I thank to Ken McGinnis for being the thing to look after it and open it up to the public. Thanks, Ken. Now let's see where we're going now. We're going up to Shingle Hollow next, I believe. Good morning. Is this you, Tina?
This is me. You're coming up here to beautiful Shingle Hollow, and it is 64 degrees up here, sun shining bright. Boy, it was a cool one yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. It's how you define cool.
Well, the opposite of what it was yesterday. It was so warm. It got up to 92 up here on my thermometer.
Yep, I think you're right. May get even more than that today.
And I was just reading my message from Shingle Hollow Fire Department, and they said that it was all quiet in the past 24 hours. And birthdays today, let's see what's going on. There are no birthdays for June 1st on any of the church calendars or anniversaries, so we're just going to still be calm and cool up here, we're hoping, huh? For Friday night, June 3rd, White House Community Clubhouse is having a movie night, and they invite you to bring your children. They're going to have popcorn and ice cream, and the movie is going to be Spirit. I think that's going to be a fun family activity to do. I'm hoping to get several of my cousins' children and just go have an evening together. Other than that, we're all quiet as far as I know.
Well, I'm waiting for somebody to show another James Bond movie. James Bond. I'm a big James Bond fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
Well, which car did you like best that he drove? That was
that was always an exciting thing. Of course, I think Sean Connery did the best job of James Bond, but a lot of folks disagree with me. Roger Smith did good too, but I haven't cared much for these latter guys. I think Todd Kaiser could make a good James Bond.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I heard you say that you graduated from Gaffney High School. Did you know Miss Andy McDowell? I think she was known as Rosie, wasn't she?
Andy McDowell, the movie star.
Yeah.
No, she came much later than I did. She was probably just a youngster when I was there. I knew her. I knew her parent or some of her people. They ran a jewelry store down there, I think. Hartzogs. I think she was part of that family. But I never knew her. She was quite a bit younger than me, and a whole lot better looking.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. The eye of the beholder. So we're just gonna have a good day. We're excited here at my house this morning. The is going to the orthodontist this morning to get some mouth work done.
Okay. Well, she'll be proud of that smile.
Yes, well, I'm already proud of it, but when it gets good and straight, and my pocketbook will be a lot lighter.
Well, y'all be careful and have a good day, and I'll see you next time.
You have a wonderful day. Everybody stay safe, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 7:38, first day of June.
Let me brag on Hutchins Pest Control a minute. Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service may be the reason they keep getting voted best pest control. If you have a pest problem, call this family-run business at 287-5171. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Get a free estimate when you call Hutchins Pest Control and be sure the job is done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171 and they'll be right there.
Hey folks, Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply is an amazing store. I can say that because they have what you need. From pet supplies to fire and ant killer to horse quality Timothy alfalfa hay, $14 per bale. Attention carp fishermen, they have C&J flavoring, only $8 per bottle. And they have oats for sale. Refill your propane tanks at the lowest price. Fully stocked with all your deer supplies and a great selection of farm implements. Need mulch? $12 per scoop. We could call it a superstore. Farmer's Friend Feed Seed Supply, 188 Whiteside Road in Rutherfordton.
Hello, is this the party to whom I'm speaking?
This is the party to whom you're speaking. How are you doing this morning on this wonderful warm Wednesday?
I'm finally glad we got to June.
Oh, I'm telling you. I was just thinking that the 15th of this month and the year will be half gone.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. So let me say Merry Christmas to you.
You got your Christmas presents bought already?
No, but my oldest daughter, well, actually, she's my oldest child, and we're going to up in Tennessee for the 4th.
Yeah?
Well, actually, and I'll be gone on I won't be gone on the 4th. We're going to leave on the 5th. So I'll be gone on the 5th, 6th, and come back late on the 8th.
Of June?
No,
Of July. July?
Yeah. And I'm going to do Christmas shopping then.
All right.
So.
Well, there's a lot of places to shop up there.
She said, Mama, save you money and we'll go Christmas shopping. But Mama don't have money to save. Mama don't work no more. Makes a difference. But I've managed to save a little.
Yeah,
so
good.
That's good. But we hope everybody's having a good day. I've got 58 degrees on the front porch this morning. I don't have any birthdays or any anniversaries in ways of announcements. Union Mills Learning Center, Friday, June the 3rd, 6 p.m., chicken sandwich meal. The cost is $6. 7 p.m., homegrown will open for good old boys from the Morganton area. No admission for the music, but you do have a tip jar available for the band. And then Friends for a Cure Against Cancer, inside yard sale, proceeds to benefit Relay for Life, June the 11th, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Desertsville Community Building, 74 Clubhouse Road, Nebo, North Carolina, 28761, and this is between 226 South and Vane Mountain Road. Then the Gilkey School Community Center will have a buffet breakfast on June the 11th, starting at 7 a.m. and going to 10 a.m. Adults, $8. Kids, 6 to 12, $3. Kids 5 and under, free. And money goes to help support the community center. And who did you say was doing the Farm Museum?
The Farm Museum, that's retired carpet barn owner Ken McGinnis.
You reckon he might play the fiddle for him?
You know, he might bring that group of young fellows in there with him sometime to play.
They're good, ain't they?
There they are. They play.
Him and his wife used to come down to the home every Monday night and play, and they'd call me out of the kitchen to come out there to dance. I said, Lord have mercy. And I'd do it, and them people, our residents, they loved it. Some of them I'd get up there and dance with them.
Did you still do it?
No, my knee's bad on me. I can't do it. I used to could, but have had too many birthdays, Jim. Actually, I've not had too many birthdays, but the birthdays has worked on my knees. I hope to have a lot more birthdays.
I hope you have a lot more birthdays, too.
Yeah, because when you reach 100, I want to be talking to you on the radio.
We'll have a big party when I reach 100.
That's right. So we're going to be looking forward to that and planning it.
All right.
But I don't know of anything else going on, so I guess you better go check on Luther Sweet Thing and see if everything's all right in Ellenboro.
Have a wonderful day.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Cheryl, I've been talking to Tommy and David, the outside salesmen at Henson Building Materials in Forest City. They're going to help us navigate through our remodeling project.
Well, I know they have tons of experience, so we'll be in good hands.
Good hands is right. Even professional builders shop there because they trust the quality products and service.
And did you know they have a great relationship with our community, too? Oh, they're so nice.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street, Forest City.
Building starts here.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Andrew Tisdale, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we focus what's important to you. We create a personalized strategy backed by our advice, our tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we partner together to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me at any time at 828-287-9197. We'll sit down, talk, and we're going to make a strategy that's right for you.
All right, let's check in now over in Ellenboro and see who I got on the phone right now. Is this Sweet Thing?
This is
All
just as sweet as it can be.
All right, I just want to make sure I had the right guy.
And enjoying the cool before the warm.
Yeah, man, yeah, enjoy it while you can because it's going to change after a while.
It is. But it's a beautiful morning this morning, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking nice out here. Cool, feels good. But it's quiet there. There's not a whole lot going on. City Fire Department only had 2 calls yesterday Had 2 medical calls. Didn't have anything last night, so they got to sleep all night. But everything's going good down here this morning, so you have a great day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Stay on the road, and I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, take care now.
Bye. That's Luke Gilligan reporting out of Ellenboro, and it's time for birthdays and anniversaries for this first day of June, June 1st. If you are celebrating, we'd love to celebrate with you, give you a big shout-out this morning. So call Todd now at 287-3356, and we'll celebrate your birthday or your anniversary. June is the wedding month, so there should be a lot of anniversaries this month. We'll see what happens. 287-3356. Meanwhile, Granny B's waiting on you to have breakfast with them or lunch today, or even a mid-morning snack with those delicious daylight donuts. But that breakfast, if you love omelets or pancakes or scrambled eggs and bacon and sausage, you'll love eating breakfast with our good friends at Granny B's. Now, you can eat inside, or you can have them box it and you can take it away with you to your office or back home with you. But either way, you're going to enjoy that breakfast. They do it right. Granny knows how to fix a breakfast now, I'll tell you. And you could enjoy that real well. Granny B's breakfast time is happening right now. They open at 6:30, go to 11 with the breakfast, then they open up until later in the afternoon and evening for lunch and dinner. That's Granny B's, next door to the Shake Shop there. If you're there, you can't miss them. They're right there.
Happy birthday.
Celebrating birthdays today to Mark Hutchins. Mark Hutchins is 65 today. Tracy Toms is having a birthday. And Reverend Scott Butler. I want to wish Reverend Scott a happy birthday today. And Lorraine Coffey is also having a birthday. Other birthdays across the world. 1926, Andy Griffith was born. He died in 2012. 1926, Marilyn Monroe died. Happy birthday, Mr. President. She died in 1962. 1934, Pat Boone was born. 1937, Morgan Freeman was born. Some of the events on this day include 1638, the first earthquake recorded in the U.S. 1792, Kentucky admitted as the 15th state. 1961, FM stereo broadcasting began. 1964, Rolling Stones arrived in New York for their first U.S. tour. 1980, CNN began broadcasting. And one time was a non-partial network, not anymore. Today is National Go Barefoot Day. How long's it been since you went barefoot? Oh. National Go Barefoot Day. National Hazelnut Day. Hazelnut Cake Day. National Heimlich Maneuver Day. National Olive Day. National Say Something Nice Day. So there you go, folks. You're up to date on this date in history here on WCAB in Rutherford. Keys to Confident Living is up next, and we'll take you down memory lane with some classic oldies.
In 1997, a major airline pilots union struck for 4 minutes before President Clinton intervened and ordered them back to work. Over the years, labor has used strikes to try and move management in a direction they feel they need to go. It is a united form of protest. Apathy or indifference is another form of protest or strike that is silent but often effective. It doesn't shout, carry any signs, or get violent. It is signified by lack of concern for situations around us. There is little, if any, community involvement. A "why should I care" attitude is pervasive. It is summed up in the comical response to the person who asked his friend, "What does apathy mean?" The friend's response was, "I don't know, and furthermore, I don't care." Apathy is totally foreign to the Christian faith. Jesus was constantly going around touching people's lives. Even when he did try to get some rest, people found out where he was and brought the needy. People who claim to be followers of Jesus have been instructed to do as Jesus did. He instructed them that they should preach the good news about God, teach people God's ways, feed the hungry, care for widows and the fatherless, and perform many other humble acts of service. We need to be on the front line of caring rather than a strike of apathy. Jesus said, "Whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me." This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living.
Good morning. Good morning.
ABC News. I'm Sherry Preston. More funerals today for some of the 19 students and 2 teachers killed in the Uvalde, Texas mass shooting. We're also learning more about what happened on that day. ABC's Marcus Moore with more from Uvalde.
Authorities changing their story on Friday, saying that a teacher left a door propped open, allowing the gunman to enter. But this morning, the teacher's lawyer telling the San Antonio Express News she had propped the door open to get food from her car. She saw the gunman crash his truck, ran back into the classroom to get her phone and dial 911, and then closed the door shut after realizing the gunman was heading toward the school. Her lawyer saying, quote, she thought the door would lock because the door is always supposed to be locked. Now, the Texas Department of Public Safety walking back their earlier comments and confirming the teacher's story.
A lot of people say more emphasis needs to be placed on the weapons used that day. ABC's Rachel Scott is at the Capitol.
President Biden promised he will meet with lawmakers to discuss gun control legislation. For now, though, he is letting these talks play out here on Capitol Hill. Congress is out on recess, but a small group of Democrats and Republicans in the Senate have been speaking by phone and by Zoom, trying to figure out if there is a path forward.
The Biden administration says it will send a small number of high-tech weapons to Ukraine. ABC foreign correspondent Ian Panels there.
Among the new weapons, the Biden administration will send HIMARS, a mobile artillery rocket system capable of traveling around 48 miles. Just last week, Russia's foreign minister warned the U.S. that providing Ukraine with these type of weapons is an unacceptable escalation because they could hypothetically be used to strike Russia.
The Biden administration sits down with infant formula manufacturers today to try to figure out further ways of easing the nationwide shortage of baby formula. Abbott Labs, maker of Similac, will not be there. A safety recall at its Michigan plant in February was a part of the problem. Energy Department says gas prices are up again, a nickel over last week, $1.60 a gallon, more than a year ago. You're listening to ABC News.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Investigators in Florida Keys are trying to figure out what happened at a Memorial Day parasailing accident. A mother was killed. Her 7-year-old nephew is critically hurt. Reports suggest the captain cut the line when a strong gust of wind caught the parasail. The victims then came down, hitting a bridge. Deliberations continue today for the jury weighing Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Celebrity divorce lawyer Chris Melcher says at its heart is an op-ed written by Amber Heard saying that she was a victim of domestic abuse.
We have a right in the United States to give our commentary, especially about public figures, but we also have to be careful about what we say. And when we're making allegations like this, which are horrific, it's not protected speech when it's false.
And 50 years ago today,
June 1st, 1972, everyone was taking it easy. That's the day the Eagles' self-titled debut album hit shelves. Glenn Frey, Don Henley, Bernie Ledden, and Randy Meisner were all playing in Linda Ronstadt's backup band when they formed the group. Witchy Woman would become the debut album's highest charting single, hitting number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Take It Easy hit number 12, and Peaceful Easy Feeling number 22. The album itself peaked at number 22, and a few years later, their 1976 Greatest Hits album would go on to become the best-selling album of all time in the U.S. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
This is ABC News.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SIMPLE for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime. That's code SIMPLE for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Sherry Preston.
Good morning. A sizzling hot day in the forecast with high temperatures ranging from 93 to even 98 degrees this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine expected today. Tonight, mostly clear. Low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s. A small chance of a pop-up thunderstorm tomorrow. Otherwise, partly cloudy and staying hot and muggy. Highs range from 92 to 97 degrees. I'm meteorologist Kat Campbell in the Weather Center.
It's sunny and it's warm. It's 67 degrees, getting up into the mid-90s for the daytime high. So it's going to be one of those days you need to find a cool spot or maybe a cup of ice cream or something, cold drink or something, or a cup of iced tea maybe. And Wayne's got all of that over at Wayne's lunchbox. Good morning, Wayne. How are you doing?
Good, Jim. How you doing this morning?
Doing fine. You ready for this hot weather, aren't you?
Boy, you know I can't stand it. I don't know. It's one of those things. I love going to the rivers. I love going to the lake and stuff like that. But this heat, once it gets above about 85, I'm done. I can't handle the heat like I used to.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know but you got a lot of cool things you can serve over there, don't you?
Yeah, man. We do a lot of stuff. Just like yesterday, I talk about my chicken salad a good bit, and it's nothing fancy, it's just good old chicken salad. But it's always a popular thing this time of year. People can, you can even come in and buy a pint or a quart and take it home with you and make some sandwiches for supper. So, but we have a lot of people come by and get the chicken salad. They get it on a wrap or, on a croissant, or some of them get it on toast with lettuce and tomato, or, some of them just get it plain. We had a couple people yesterday get a couple of pints and just get it and some crackers. So,
yeah,
it's always a popular thing when it gets hot. Of course, the salads that we do. We buy a lot of produce for our salads because we cut our own lettuce and everything, and fill them up with peppers and onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots. It's basically a chef salad without the meat before we even start. And then you can add the turkey and ham for the chef salad, or you can get the grilled chicken. That's very popular, or you can get the calabash chicken. So there's a lot of different ways you can get the salad. And we go through a pile of salads when it gets hot like this because people just want something cool to eat. So we always have that every day. So that's an option you can come by and pick up any day.
And Wednesday happens to be chicken pie day, doesn't it?
Yeah, it don't matter. It doesn't matter how hot it is. If I run chicken pie, they're going to eat it. That's one of those things. We have the meats and we have the vegetables as well, but chicken pie has always been one of my most popular items, even when I was over at the cafeteria, because we'll have some people just come in and get an order of chicken pie and nothing else. That's all they want is chicken pie. So, yeah, Wednesday's always chicken pie. We're going to run some strawberry shortcakes today, too. That'll cool you down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Get you homemade yellow cake with some strawberries. And we're using fresh strawberries, too, that we cut up. Put you a little dab of Cool Whip on it. And, again, I'm going to tell you just like I always tell everybody when they get banana pie, banana pudding or whatever, put your scoop of ice cream on it. It always makes it better.
Yeah.
Especially when it's going to get up close to 90 degrees today. So you get that strawberry shortcake and add your scoop of ice cream to it, you'll be ready to take a nap somewhere for lunch.
I think I was in heaven with that. You have plenty of iced tea over there? You keep iced tea ready?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the sweet tea is always one of our biggest sellers, too. I mean, we got the big cups. You can get a 32-ounce tea. A lot of the workers that stop by, always take advantage of that so they can take them a tea to go so they can have something to drink. And, we also sell it. You can get any of our tea, sweet tea, unsweet tea, lemonade, any of that you can buy by the half gallon or the gallon. So if you want to take some home, that's always an option, too. So if you can't make it at home, we can make it for you. You just got to swing by there and pick it up.
Catering business still good?
Yeah, catering's still doing good. Got a lot of people calling about different things. Again, once we've gotten past this COVID, people are really starting to get out. And I know COVID's still going around a little bit, but, we're having more and more people, call about weddings or just whatever. Some of the churches are having dinners. You're having a little birthday party or whatever. So we're making a lot of sandwiches and stuff this time of year, especially for different events and stuff. But, again, we can do anything from, your prime rib set down with a baked potato bar to, your ham and cheese croissant sandwiches. So we've got a menu there. If you're not familiar with it, you can drop by, get you some lunch. We have catering menus up front that you can take a look at. And then if something comes up, we can sit down and talk about prices and go from there.
Wayne Rollins, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, and you always make me hungry when we finish our conversation.
Well, you know where to come to, Jim, so you can come on by there and get you some chicken pie today.
And your hours, again, 10 to 2, is that correct?
It's 11 to 2,
11 to
Monday
2.
through Friday. Yep, 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. And then occasionally we do some things, but we'll always announce those if we do. But just lunchtime, and then we do catering in the evening and on the weekends.
Have a great day and a good weekend, Wayne.
You too, Jim. Thanks, sir.
Bye-bye. Wayne Rollins there with Wayne's Lunchbox there in Spindale. You can't miss it. And if you do, say shame on you. Tell you what else you don't want to miss. You look forward to this often. If you like yard sales, you will love the annual spring sale coming up June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th at 207 Old Flynn Road, Spindale. This huge yard sale will feature upscale consignments, women's, men's, and children's clothing. You'll find furniture, appliances, and many accessories. Specialty vendors will be featured. Not only that, but there will be hot dogs, and on Saturday, everybody's favorite bake sale. Remember the dates, June 2nd, noon until 8. Noon until 7. Friday, June 3rd, 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. And Saturday, June 4th, 7 a.m. until noon. That's at 207 Old Flynn Road, Spindale. Look for the big tent, and don't miss this big one. It is there for you.
Smith Drugs of Forest City, we are continue to offer the COVID-19 rapid testing and the COVID-19 vaccinations. Please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591 with any questions or concerns that you may have. You may also visit our website at smithsdrugsfc.com and schedule your COVID rapid 19 test or your vaccination. Again, if you have any questions, please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591.
Smith's Drugs of Forest City is offering the flu vaccines. You can walk in Monday through Friday or by appointment only on Saturdays. The Dream Station and System 1 CPAP customers, if you need assistance registering your recall devices, you can call the Home Medical Department at 245-4591. And Smith's Drugs has a large selection of in-stock mastectomy bras, now half price. So come by our Home Equipment Department on West Main Street in Forest City. Smith's Drugs, 245-4591. Sign-up forms are now available for the Meet Me at the Fountain 5K race to be held on Saturday, July the 23rd. Go to smithsdrugsfc.com.
Some stories from here and there now. The Channel 13 is reporting that Forest City cold case is heating up. Police have suspect and a motive for the shooting death. On April 4th, 2019, Robert Martin Blanton was found dead in his Big Springs apartment by officers conducting a welfare check. His daughter, Tiffany Blanton, fought back tears as she recalled the moment. They went inside and said, "We found your father. He seems to be deceased." The 59-year-old's death was not ruled a homicide until later when the medical examiner found a gunshot wound to his chest. Forest City Police Detective Chris Hopper said, despite not initially being treated as a crime scene, the investigation was not jeopardized. He said, everything was processed correctly, Hopper said. We called the SBI. They came out and assisted. Now, after more than 3 years, Hopper said they have a motive and a prime suspect. Unable to identify the suspect at this moment, Hopper said the person did know the victim. It seems to be more of an acquaintance kind of thing than any kind of relation or friendship involved, Hopper said. The once cold case now rests with the district attorney's office, awaiting District Attorney Ted Bell's approval to bring charges. Bell's office oversees Rutherford and McDowell counties. Requests for an interview or statement from Bell's office have not been answered by News 13. To News 13, Blanton said she and the rest of the family are tired of waiting. They want justice and peace of mind. Blanton said, I think about it every day, especially when you're having to walk around and not knowing if you're communicating with the person that did this to my father. It doesn't feel safe for me, she said. Channeling her feelings into reform, Blanton said she is now pursuing a degree in criminal justice. Quote, that's what I've been doing here lately, Blanton said. If I'm raising my 2-year-old son and trying to do to better my education so nobody has to go through what I went through, end quote. According to Hopper, since Robert Blanton's death, there have only been 2 other killings within Forest City limits, one of which remains unsolved. That cold case continues. Meanwhile, an update on the shooting that occurred there near Cali Road in Caroline. The man shot Friday morning, May 27th, was visiting an acquaintance when the homeowner fired through the front door, thinking someone was attempting to break in. The 41-year-old victim was struck in the abdomen with a single shot from a 9mm handgun.
he managed to stumble from the residence to Kelly Road, where he was first found laying, screaming for help. The neighbor ran to get help to get him off the shoulder until first responders arrived, according to Captain Jamie Keever of the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Keever said he was just coming to visit, and when he knocked on the door, the homeowner thought someone was breaking into the home. After he was shot, she tried to render aid to him. Authorities are not releasing the names of the victim or the shooter at this time. The victim was taken to Spartanburg Regional Medical Center, where he has undergone surgery. He remains in stable condition, according to Keever. For now, investigators are under the assumption the shooting was accidental. But we've only gotten one side. We haven't talked to the victim yet, he said. He hasn't been able to speak. Keever said the victim and shooter knew one another. There's been no indication that the victim tried to open the door, only to knock around 9:30 a.m. Once investigators speak with the victim, they'll confer with the district attorney with their findings. It'll be the district attorney's decision whether to file charges against the shooter. The State Bureau of Investigation also is assisting the sheriff's office with this case. The story from the Daily Courier. Well, we find people all the time willing to help clean up Rutherford County. It's a shame it has to be done. People don't take any more pride in the county to toss stuff out the window or let it fly off the back of a pickup truck. But to keep Rutherford County beautiful, Spring Litter Sweep 2022 was a great success. Throughout April, the litter sweep included more than 150 volunteers and 19 teams who picked up trash strewn along the county's roadway, the parks, trails, and parking lots. Keep Rutherford County Beautiful has been leading volunteer-based litter pickup in Rutherford County since 2016. What began as an Earth Day cleanup has become a community initiative dedicated to the beautification of Rutherford County with an emphasis on youth environmental education. Well, the spring litter sweep collected 2.5 tons of trash. 2.5 tons of trash. That shouldn't be happening in Rutherford County, folks. Let's take a little more pride in ourselves. Let's take a little more pride in our county. Don't toss stuff out the window. If you go to McDonald's and get a burger and you got to bag, keep it till you get to a trash container somewhere. Don't toss it out on the side of the road or in somebody's yard. Let's take pride in our county. It's important that we do that. Congratulations to TJC. TJCA's Quiz Bowl team qualified for playoffs on the weekend of Saturday, May 28th. Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy joined 271 of the top high school Quiz Bowl teams at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis for the 2022 High School National Championship Tournament to determine who was the best. Quiz Bowl is a competitive academic interscholastic activity for teams of 4 students. Quiz Bowl teams use buzzer to answer questions about science, math, history, literature, mythology, geography, social science, current events, sports, and popular culture. And Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy's team consisted of Ava Bridges, Dominic Bistowski, and Andrew Oliphant. The team was coached by Cassandra Grosh, Kimberly Lloyd, and Kelly Masarenik. Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy was one of 9 North Carolina teams competing in the national championship. Congratulations to TJ. It's 18 minutes after 8 o'clock.
Turn up the savings, turn up the value, and turn up the fun with BarkMobile's Turn Up the Switch event. Turn up the style with a new Samsung Galaxy A32, free when you make the switch. Or bring your own device and save $100. Plus talk, text, and stream like you want with unlimited data for just $35 a line per month with 2 lines. All on our new 5G network. Mobile made easy just got even easier. Snag the savings at BarkMobile's Turn Up the Switch event today. BarkMobile, mobile made easy. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details or visit mybarkmobile.com/terms and conditions.
Imagine quality primary care health and urgent care services for you without the hassles. It is available to you and your family from Brock Family Care. Family medicine the way it ought to be. No insurance to deal with, general primary medical care, chronic disease prevention and management, urgent care, medication management, and so much more. Brock Family Care is a membership-based model where patients pay their primary care provider directly through monthly or annual fees rather than paying through an insurance provider. Not accepting any forms of health insurance cuts out the hassles and allows for more personalized and affordable health care. It may be time to move into this kind of plan for you and your family or your business. Call today and get more information. Here is the number. Write it down, 828-382-7282. This is the way health care should be.
Call 828-382-7282. Brock Family Care, 289 Shallow Road, Forest City.
Do you need an insurance agent you can talk to? Call Insurance Service Associates at 828-245-5301. We want to help you get the best out of your insurance dollar. As a trusted choice independent agent, we shop your coverage with several companies to give you the best value. More companies, better choices, best rate. Come see us at our new office at 245 East Main Street in Forest City, or call us at 828-245-5301.
You know, J.D. Shook has announced that he's closing the Recliner Center, and he's made additional cuts on remaining pieces of furniture in stock at the Recliner Center. Just a few lift chairs left, few recliners, and a few more other items, and everything is now 70% off. J.D. is closing the store due to bad health, and he's clearing it all out. So come on over and see what you can use and get it for 70% off the regular price. Store hours during the sale are Monday through Friday, 1 until 6, and Saturdays 10 until 3. The Recliner Center is going out of business. 520 Cooper's Gap Road, Rutherfordton. The last day will be June 15th, so you don't have long to take advantage of these sales. So check with J.D. as soon as you can and find out if you got something over there that you can use. All righty, let's see. Braves tonight, or this afternoon. Actually, we have a Braves game this afternoon. 2:25 airtime. We'll join that game at 3 o'clock following the talk shows, and we'll get into that. They have an afternoon game with the Diamondbacks, and then they take on a series with the Rockies on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Braves got to pick up the momentum. Here now is Officer King. He was with us with our report earlier this morning. We recorded it for broadcast at this time. Officer King?
In the past 24 hours, Sheriff's Department has responded to 167 calls for service. There were 13 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 206 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, a Julie Revis from Emory Avenue in Forest City reported assault on a female. Manly Dakin from US 221 South Highway in Rutherford reported attempted larceny. The Dollar General in Cliffside reported breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. Joshua Haynes from Old US 74 Highway in Bostic reported breaking and entering and larceny after breaking and entering. Virginia Bennett from Oak Grove Church Road in Ellenboro reported felony larceny. And a Marcus Mormon from Tumble Rock Drive in Spartanburg reported obtaining property by false pretense that occurred on Raleigh Drive in Lake Lure. On our arrest reports, Shannon Martin from Mountain View Street in Forest City was arrested and charged with assault on a female, received a domestic violence hold. William Green from Jackson Road in Grover, North Carolina, was served with a child support warrant. Seth Green from Leonard Lane in Ellenboro was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Billy Stevenson from Gilboa Church Road in Rutherford was served with 2 counts of misdemeanor probation violation, received a $4,000 secured bond. Jesse Terry from East Main Street in Spindale was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Christina Jackson from Ann Street in Rutherford was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a $250 secured bond. Jeffrey Wright from Good Road in Mooresboro was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. Billy Coffey from Piney Ridge Road was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Sunshine Airwood from Harris Henrietta Road in Mooresboro was served with 2 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 unsecured bond. Jerry Davis from Daisy Lane in Bostic was served with 3 counts of failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $500 secured bond. Robert Smith from Tobias Court in Rutherford was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. And a David Anderson from Hillbrook Drive in Bostic was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a $500 secured bond. That's all we have for today.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. The Western Conference quarterfinals in the NHL playoffs got underway last night with the Colorado Avalanche holding off the Edmonton Oilers in a barn burner 8-6 in Game 1 from Denver. The Avalanche's 8 goals were tied for the most in a playoff game in franchise history. Oilers center Connor McDavid said the loss reminded him of their 9-6 series opening loss at Calgary in the previous series, which obviously they won.
They had a good start. We didn't have a great start. And we got the first goal, but we were a little bit on our heels there right from the get-go. So, real similar to our last series.
Game 2 of the series is tomorrow night in Denver. Tonight, the Rangers and Lightning will go in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. That's slated for Madison Square Garden in the Big Apple. In tennis, Rafael Nadal beat Novak Djokovic in the French Open quarterfinals to move a step closer to his 14th championship at Roland Garros.